EchoBase Network. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight at EchoBase TV, where community happens. Let me go ahead and bring him in. Are you ready back there? Are you ready? You just popped in. Are you ready back there? Let me know in the private chat. Here, it's the top of the show. All right. Let me bring him in right now. The right way, of course.
Hey, y'all, how y'all doing out there tonight? Hell yeah.
Hey, everybody. What is going on? Great to see everybody here. Man, we're going to get Rissman here in just a second. We got a great show lined up for everybody. We want to say hello to everybody that we saw in chat. We got members here with us tonight. JW Storall is here in the house. We also have Dan Crane, one of our members, is here. Iron Reaper is here. Jimmy Eats Worlds, Guy Sargent. And then we have a long list of members. Felix Quiros, Venger, Michael Thomas, Matt Rissman, Jedi Master Lawrence, The Mattuine. Continuing with our members, Debbie Young, Green Lantern 345, Star Wars Mom, Gideon 0297. And then we also have Old Keezer Gamer, John Scott, Papa Palpatine, Papa Pizza. Oh my gosh, you did it.
It's a tongue
Papa
twister.
Palpatine's. Well, no, somebody typed it in wrong on purpose. Ban him for 50 months. Papa Palpatine's Pizza Padawan, Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington, and Power Ranger Donnie. Great to see all of you guys. And John Graber, Space Jockey, is also here. So everybody, hope you've all had a great week. Here it is Thursday, and we got a great show. Tonight's agenda, as always, we discuss the highs and lows of our favorite entertainment with you, and we're going to dip our toes into some nostalgia as well. Muad'Dib 56 is here. Hello, sir. Hello, love the name. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring in the mischievous one.
Yeah, this time I wrote Papa Pizza Padawan Palpatine.
Yeah, it got me. It got me good. All right. So, guys, before we get into our first topic of the day, we have a super chat from Michael Thomas, one of our members. What's up, Coach and Nick? Thanks for a show. Happy Thursday night, EBN. Let's go. Well, thank you,
Hell,
Michael, for
good,
that
sir.
big $5 super chat, my friend. We appreciate that very, very much. Let's have a good night. Let's have a great stream here, and we got some great things for you all. So, before we get it all started, gentlemen, how has your week been?
Not bad. Just pretty much working and getting the car situation handled, and that's really about it.
And it's handled now, right?
Yep. Got a friend who's helping me cover the remaining costs, and so yeah, it'll be fixed and ready to go. I think by like the 10th of April, and then I'm gonna head home that weekend. So I'll be back home, back on my regular setup, back on camera regularly, lighting, microphone better. Yeah, it'll
Believe
be
it when
good.
we see it, Nick.
Yeah, well, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, I've already set everything in motion and already got plans.
Does
So,
I
yeah,
mean you'll get there and a hurricane took your camera out or something like something.
yeah.
Computer will be dead. The
Yeah.
camera will be broke.
The
Computer grew legs and ran away. Like
Yeah.
some calamity is going to happen.
Yeah, the computer's been off the entire time. So maybe when I get back, it'll like won't power on because it doesn't remember how to or something.
Yeah, it's possible. That is possible. Ted has rejoined the channel at the Padawan level.
Hey.
Ted, we appreciate you, my friend. Welcome
Yeah.
aboard again.
Yep, Ted, you coming to IC this year?
Yes.
All right, sweet. Yep. So I did get confirmation that Gary Ambrosia, Andy Masterson, and Rob Wright, who stream with me over on DC Stream on Wednesday nights, will all be there, as well as me, Coach, and Mexican Ironman and Risman. So, yeah, it's been a fun year. I'm looking forward to it.
There's a lot more people that's going to be there besides that.
Oh yeah. I mean, everybody here in chat are members,
Yeah.
all them. I'm just saying outside of that.
Right.
And Nick, I saw Gary and Andy, and also, Rob. I saw Gary and Andy, and actually Rob Wright saw me. I was walking. We were in Universal Studios for the after hours, and somebody comes running up to me and Matt Rissman. I was like, who the hell? And it was Rob Wright.
Oh,
so I got to see him, and then hung out for a minute with Gary and Andy at the Geeks and Gamers meetup there at MegaCon. So it was great to see them.
I actually got a question for you when we get off stream about MegaCon. So remind me.
Sure.
All right. So speaking of MegaCon, Risman?
So maybe I was just more into it this year than in years past, or maybe it was because they moved it. But they had some really good panels. Of course, now I kind of wish I went to the John Boyega panel just because so much silliness went on. But I got to see William Shatner. He came out just slightly before his 95th birthday.
You've seen him before, right?
I had seen him when he was screening Wrath of Khan here in town. So I actually saw him at a smaller venue here in town for that. But we saw him there at MegaCon. And then the next day I saw a panel, and it was Brent Spiner, Jonathan Frakes, Gates McFadden, and Walter Koenig, bless him, who's now 90.
Wow.
And then the biggest one I saw, though, those were very, I wouldn't say poorly attended, but we were in a big auditorium and they weren't very well attended. The next day, Diego Luna was there. There were 2,000 people in there. That place was packed out to hear Diego Luna just talk about Andor and his experience with Star Wars and all that. So I went to those 3 panels over 2 days. They were all amazing. They're all amazing.
Did you see Snarky J or Star Wars Theory?
So we went by Star Wars Theory's booth. He was very busy. We didn't stop. Snarky J, no, did not see. And I know Valiant was there with the Force of Light folks, but I missed him at the meetup, so I didn't get a chance to speak to Valiant. But good time. Busy as always.
I heard it was busy and like hard to get around.
Felix
was a little frustrated with like trying to move around and go from one place to another, and he was like, if you're not like intentionally trying to meet up with somebody at a particular time and place, you're not going to see them. Like it's
The showroom floor was every bit as difficult to navigate as ever. The other parts of it, the way they had it laid out, it was in a slightly different part of the convention center. That was better. But now, in their infinite wisdom, for May, for next year, they're moving it to May, the weekend before Memorial Day. I don't know who's picking all these weekends. This time it was spring break. Now, next time it's the weekend before Memorial Day. I'm sure it's just availability of the venue and when they think they can get the most talent. But people turned out in droves because, again, a lot of people were off. It was local spring breaks, and there were a lot of high school students from different places competing and doing spring breaking and all that. So, I mean, it was overrun with a lot of people on the showroom floor. That is for sure.
Yep. All right. So got two chats here. We got a member chat from Veritech 2000. He says Project Hail Mary was better than every single second of lame Disney Star Wars and or Rogue One. It's all trash.
Yeah, I don't completely disagree. Project Hail Mary was awesome. I absolutely loved it from start to finish.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was about to say Rocky hate Nick, but I guess not.
No, I loved the character. I thought that movie was excellently well done and put together.
You never say anything like this. This is extremely rare.
Yeah, it is.
So would you say that this is one of the best movies you've seen in years?
Oh, for sure. Hands down.
Okay. Because you normally don't like things like this.
I'm not a big, huge sci-fi, like true sci-fi, like this is. But it had so much heart to it. In the comedic moments hit for me. That I absolutely fell in love with it. So yeah, we talked about it on DC stream last night, and he has not seen it yet. But because he was under the impression that it was a completely different kind of movie than what it actually is, and so after hearing all of our thoughts on it, I think he's going to go see it this weekend. So I'll be curious to see his review on it.
I made a post after having watched it myself. I have not talked about it on the stream. I called you and I called Risman. You are the only two people I talked to about Project Hail Mary.
Yep.
5 gold stars. If you haven't seen it, you got to go watch it. I agree with Veritech. It is every single moment of that movie. There aren't a lot of movies that I watch these days that keeps my attention.
Yeah.
This one was easily keeping my attention from beginning to end. Like I never looked at my phone. I never looked around. I never lost concentration. I was locked in the entire movie.
Yeah.
And that says a lot for me. And it was late at night too. We went to like the 9 o'clock movie. Me and my daughter.
Wow, you really did go to a late one.
Yeah. And it was, man, I want to go back and watch it again. It was that good. Risman, your thoughts?
I was lucky enough. I made it a point. My people I was with went to Epic Universe. I went to Disney Springs and saw it in the. They have a 70 millimeter IMAX at their AMC.
Yeah, IMAX is the way to see it if you can see it in IMAX.
Yep, holds 350 people. There must have been over 300 people 300 of us there watching it. And just I had forgotten how much I enjoy just hearing the sound of a projector. You know what I mean? You miss some of the things we take for granted because you never hear the projector anymore. And of course, the projector was pumping, the film. I echo y'all's sentiments. I loved it. There not only did the humor hit, there were several emotional. I mean, I wasn't the only one crying in the place, right? There were several emotional moments, and it's just amazing to me how the chemistry. This is going to be it's a weird thing to say, right? But the chemistry that that Gosling had with the rock puppet, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, just the way they brought that to life and how it all worked together. It really. They knocked it out of the park. And originally I was afraid that people wouldn't want to go and see it. And not only I think did people turn out, but Nick, you're illustrating the word of mouth has been so tremendous. That people who thought it was either depressing or a different kind of a movie or whatever, or hearing otherwise and are checking it out. I think I think this will do very, very well for, well, you can see here, I mean, this was, I don't even know what it's up to now, but I mean, what it did, they were originally saying it would do maybe 40 million opening weekend, and I think it ended up doing over 80.
Yeah, over doubled it. The
So,
expectations. So yeah.
yeah, and then
Which
it's
is very
interesting.
rare for a sci-fi movie.
Well, not only is it rare, but Ryan Gosling proving again, taking a play out of Tom Cruise's playbook, proving how you should not only market a movie, but basically then coming out and saying, listen, it's not up to us as the fans or the audience to save the movies, right? It's up to Hollywood. It's up to them to make quality product that people want to go out and see, so that this kind of a result is more the norm than it is an anomaly. I mean, wow, what a concept, right? In regards to, how these things should work. I firmly believe now this movie will perform better than The Mandalorian and Grogu
Oh
does when
yeah,
it comes out.
definitely. I completely agree with that.
Performs
100%.
better, and it's hard. It's very, very hard to even imagine that the Mandalorian and Grogu movie will be a fraction as good as this movie.
No,
Agreed.
yeah, no way. No
Like
way. It's
this,
as good as this.
this movie. I mean, really, we're talking about an all-time great movie. I mean, we
Yeah.
really are. It's easily one of the best movies of the past several years.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
and it is rare for a sci-fi film to do this well. We got some other chats about it we want to highlight real quick. So thank you very much, Veritech, for sending that member chat in. Project Hail Mary was better than every single second of lame Disney Star Wars and or Rogue One. It's all trash. Waracy sends in a $5 super chat. He says the show is quite refreshing.
Yeah.
Rocky is the best new character in years. Amaze, amaze, amaze.
Yeah, so I agree in the heart that the relationship between Grace and Rocky in that was very similar to the emotions I felt in One Piece season 2 with Tony Chopper. If you guys
Chopper,
have
yeah.
not, yeah, if you
Haven't
guys have
seen it
not,
yet.
yeah, if you guys have not seen One Piece season 2, the heart put into season 2 of that show is the same kind of heart that's in Project Hail Mary. It was absolutely excellent, and the way the fact that it was an actual puppet and Ron Gosling was interacting with this puppet, while they were shooting it, was very similar to Luke and Yoda in Empire.
Mhm.
It was, I mean, the practical effects, everything. It was so well done. The cinematographer, I'm drawing a blank on his name, but the cinematographer from the first 2 Dune movies that did the cinematography for this movie, excellent job. The score was great. I loved it all the way around.
Well, and I mentioned to Coach, and you might already know this also, Nick, but just to reinforce, I mean, the Hail Mary was the name of the spray ship, and they
Yep.
built an entire Hail Mary out of practical sets,
Yeah.
including the cockpit, which rotated and all that.
Yep.
That was 100%. Well, I mean, obviously it wasn't in space, right? But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They built that out of practical sets because they wanted to, Lord and Miller wanted to capture, the magic of original filmmaking. And obviously they did that. And again, Andy Weir's source material, they followed along and they respected that as much as they could. And he was just on, Critical Drinker just had him on his stream. He actually had
wow.
Andy Weir on, telling stories about how he got his start and all that. And so if you have a notion to check that out, it was a great interview. And he's just a geek like the rest of us, just a fan of sci-fi. And I think he even at one point said he pitched a Star Trek series, and of course Kurtzman wouldn't have anything to do with him. He wasn't.
I'm sure.
It wasn't accepted at all.
But it sounds like Kurtzman's out anyway, so maybe
he'll have another go at it. But no, I mean, just soup to nuts. This all came together in a very pleasing way, and I'm just glad people are enjoying it.
Yeah, and the fact that Lord and Miller, the fired directors from the failed Solo movie, did this movie, it makes me interested to see what their movie actually was going to be.
There they are. Speak of the devil. Hello?
I'm just thinking what I want to say now.
Oh.
Oh.
This show has been sabotaged.
What happened?
What happened?
It's just all out of order now.
Oh, yeah. We weren't going to start with Hail Mary, were we?
Mm-mm. Everybody's excited and want to talk about it, so I pushed it to the front, and then Nick just segued us to Lord and Miller, which was also on our list to talk about. Yeah, I don't know. So, I'm just going to keep reading these chats. Thank you, Orsi, for the $5 super chat, my friend. Debbie Young with a $9.99 super chat. I saw it 3 times in 2 days. We'll see it again on Saturday. Dang, 4 times.
That's great.
I'm thinking about going and see it twice, but I have not been able to do that. Definitely. Rocky Hate Mark, that was the funniest part. I laughed so hard when he said that, dude. Like, nobody else in the theater was really laughing.
I laughed. You and me, and then a couple people near me laughed, but I let out a guffaw probably as loud as you did, Coach. I mean, it was. I found it funny. I don't know.
I was dying, and people were looking at me like I thought it was so funny.
Yeah,
So I thought that was probably the funniest moment of the whole movie. Guy Sargent. So Nick, is your rating 10 out of 10 on Project Hail Mary?
I wouldn't. It's hard to get a 10 out of 10 out of me. But I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow. I don't think I've ever heard Nicholas.
Not even a
Glenn give
9
anything.
in some fraction. Just a flat 9.
Just a flat 9.
All right. So what's a 10? Give me a 10.
Empire Strikes Back.
I knew you would say that. Yeah.
Give me something else. That's not Star Wars or Return of the Jedi.
Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers.
Okay. All right. So there aren't very many 10s.
No. I don't have too many 10s.
I don't have very many 10s either.
Yeah. What Knee Pain said. Yeah.
Goonies 10 out of 10. He thinks says.
I got a whole lot of 7s though.
Yeah.
Shut up, Knee Pain.
Goonies 10 out of 10.
Oh my goodness.
I'm with you all on this one again. I mean, this is an easy 9 for me, maybe even 9.25. 9. This is one of the most enjoyable movies I've seen in some time, and you all know I'm always out seeing who knows what, right? And this one really delivered from an enjoyment standpoint. I mean, I'm still smiling about it now, and it's been a week since I've seen it. So,
yeah, I can't wait to watch it with my family. Nick brought up a good point. I don't know anything about acting. I never done it. I'm just a school teacher. But Ryan Gosling to act with the prop and not be interacting with another human being right there. That was like a masterclass. It felt real the entire movie.
Yeah.
It never felt like a gimmick. It never felt stupid. It never felt lame. From the moment of terror when Gosling's character first sees Rocky. And I was sitting there feeling it. I was nervous. Like, what's this thing going to look like? Like, this would scare. And there were moments in that movie, like when he is out, strapped to like the hull, spacewalking on the craft. Dude, did y'all not feel like the tension there?
Oh,
I did.
Yeah,
I was like,
there's definitely
I was like,
tension.
oh my gosh. I was getting hot.
Or when I don't want to get too much into spoilers and ruin it for the people in chat that have not seen it, but you guys will know what I'm talking about. But the part where Ryan Gosling's character was knocked out and unconscious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I felt
for sure.
I actually felt more, even though in both of those cases, I'm thinking to myself, well, I don't think there's any way either of these main characters die in this movie, right? I don't think it's that kind of a movie. But even so, I was still riveted with just what's going to happen next and how much time does he have, and you know what I mean, just because of, again, the way that they shot it, the cinematography really just brought you in, and you kind of felt like you were right there with them, which is exactly what you want to have happen. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it had a very good ending to it. I didn't see it going in the direction that it went in the ending.
I didn't
But
expect that at all.
yeah, but I was happy. I was happy about it. It
well,
was good.
and that ending is not in the book, right? So apparently they plussed the ending a little bit in this movie from people who were lovers of the book.
Mm,
They really liked this final wrap up, which apparently is a bit specific to the presentation here. And I think Wares even said, "Don't count out a sequel, right? Don't count out another, don't count out another, and some continuation of the story in some way." And I don't think that's a cash grab, right? I think it's just because he's had a story on his mind that he's thought about continuing here. And at this point, I don't see why he wouldn't, right? But
yeah.
anyway.
And I was I think I heard this right. People in chat, or you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Ryan Gosling bought the rights to this and he's been the one pushing to get this movie made for a while, hasn't he?
It was a passion project for him. He was an executive producer, and I don't know exactly why. I don't know how the finances work out there, Nick, but you could be completely right. But that's part of the reason why, again, we had a very Tom Cruise-esque campaign by Ryan Gosling specifically around this movie, because it was a passion project.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would actually agree with Tom's statement here. I love the movie, but it could have been like 20 minutes shorter. It is a long movie for people who haven't seen it. It's like 2.5 hours long.
Mhm.
Um, this movie, the theatrical version could have been like a director's cut version, and there's definitely some scenes that they could have probably cut shorter.
You could say that
But
with any movie, though.
yeah,
Like,
Oh, Felix is saying that Gosling somehow got a copy of the novel before it got published. So he has been
yeah,
involved with this for a very
yeah,
long time, Nick.
so there's the headline from Hollywood Reporter: Project Hail Mary sequel not out of the question as Ryan Gosling movie rockets into potential franchise territory. It does talk about how he snapped up the rights to star in and produce a movie adaptation. He brought on former Sony studio chief Amy Pascal to
Mm.
help produce and assemble the key pieces in spring 2020, including hiring Lord and Miller to direct, with the team waiting for the Martian scribe Drew Goddard's schedule to free up so he could write the script. And then it talks about the potential for a continuation of the movie. So I think it stands to reason we'd kind of like to see that. It'd have a whole lot to live up to. I don't know what the story would be. The voyage home. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
or
know. Honestly, I don't know if this movie needs a sequel. Like, it's so good. I don't know. Like, we
well,
might be good just right there.
and what I think I probably, and again, I don't, well, I mean, people know the basic premise, right? What I don't think I would want is a movie about what happens on Earth, afterwards. Right? I'm just trying to leave it vague, right? But I don't know necessarily, and I'm sure they could make it good, right? I mean, if it's well written and the screenplay and the yada yada yadas all come together. But you know what I mean? You're right. There seems to be a limited amount of what they could do next, and some maybe just leave it be, you know what I mean? But let's see where it ends up first, but because I mean it should do well this weekend. And then of course, we've got Super Mario Galaxy that's literally right around the corner now,
yeah.
right? Coming out April the 4th. And I think that's gonna eat up screens and take people's attention. And we know that's gonna be a box office killer as well. So
I was actually honestly surprised to hear Amy Pascal was involved in this project. The same Amy Pascal that was the primary executive behind the Ghostbusters 2016 reboot.
well, hits and misses, right? Hits and
Yeah,
misses.
yeah.
Let's see. Veritech 2000 with a $2 super chat. Rocky is everything Baby Yoda wishes it was.
Rocky is way better than Baby Yoda.
Way better.
Yeah.
I agree. And look, like you mentioned, Mark Hamill and Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Gosling was way better in this movie than Mark Hamill was with Yoda. To me,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that movie's better than Empire, but like it was just so believable.
Yeah, it was.
And one thing's for sure, Rocky sure speaks a hell of a lot more than Grogu does, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
Rocky's hilarious
Yeah.
and smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, when that scene where he showed Grace how he eats.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I died. I died. That was the funniest crap. Oh my goodness.
Anything's better than watching Salacious Crumb throw up, right?
Oh
So, I mean,
gosh,
come on.
dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All I needed was a belly rub.
All I need
swear.
is a belly rub and a Tums.
Yeah. Felix Kiros, member chat. What is up, bro? He said Grace met Rocky as an alien, but found a friend, different worlds, same trust. Together they turned fear into hope, improved friendship, can cross any distance, even the stars. We are, you are, Echo Base Network. Thank you, Felix.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
that, bro. Darth Maul's lower half with 10 euros. What's going on, my friend? Hasbro is releasing a special May 4th Stormtrooper wearing a shirt with pew 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 written on it. Funny? Maybe. But I have the feeling that's all Star Wars is to Lucasfilm. Pew pew pew, nothing more. Are you going to get that action figure though? I bet it'll be a cool figure.
I mean, I guess I considered it now that I've heard about it. So maybe it's going to have the desired wrong result. I don't know.
They probably don't need to make very many of them.
No.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to be some kind of huge seller. I don't think people buy a whole lot of Star Wars toys these days.
Yeah.
So anyways, we'll be looking at some Star Wars toys here in the near future, though. Various crazy people with a $10 super chat. Anything without DEI or woke ideology is a 10 at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean it's up there on the scale for me for sure. And this movie definitely didn't have any. This, you know what? I'll say this: this movie had a lot of diversity, but it wasn't DEI diversity. It wasn't forced diversity. It was natural diversity.
I disagree. That girl boss. Come on, man.
You're talking about the lead scientist karaoke singing lady.
Oh yeah.
Had to have a ginger ruin it all.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, guys.
Listen, she was tough as nails. I wouldn't have crossed that. I wouldn't have crossed that. I wouldn't have crossed her for nothing.
She was. But look, we get your point, various crazy people. Movies and shows definitely get bonus points if they don't venture into those waters. Because it's harder and harder to find things. You know? So I agree with you 100%. Chad Admiral Thrawn, member for 25 months. Aliens is a 10.
Wow.
Aliens would be like Aliens, Predator. That'd be like 9.5s for me. Absolutely love those movies. I mean, they're in my all-time top 10 for sure.
So is a 10, it could not have been better?
Is
that what a 10 is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hoosiers is a 10.
I've not seen that movie.
I know I'm the only person here that says that.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm actually surprised you've ever seen it.
Yeah.
I saw.
Surprised.
Yeah, I watched it a long time ago.
Hoosiers is a 10, but that's the old basketball coach in me that grew up loving the film.
Plus a lot of the ratings and stuff people give it's all subjective.
Of course,
would I give a 8 or a 7 to somebody might give a 4 or give a perfect 10. You know,
we know that.
Yeah.
It's all
just like what we give an 8 to, Nick. You give it a 4.
Hey,
we know how.
How you say everything is. It's all subjective.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as objectivity. Everything is biased.
Yep.
Everything. So it's all opinion.
Yep.
Okay. Debbie, with a $4.99 super chat. I thought of you, Coach, at the ending of the movie because of your teaching. Those students looked way more excited to be in his class.
I was just going to say they
Yeah,
were paying
yeah.
attention.
They
Yeah.
were on it, man.
They were paying attention
At the beginning of the movie and the end.
Yeah,
I mean, even before he left, the students were the lava ball.
yeah.
Man, if I did that, some kid would throw that ball at me, dude.
Yeah.
Like high schoolers would not be doing no hacky sack lava ball. Like you got to have the ball to speak. You
Coach,
know?
I told you after what I dealt with the Cabana Bay, where every high school in the country sent all their men's high school sports teams for spring training in Orlando, and they were all over that hotel. I don't know how you do it. I've never seen so many high school students not in a high school, and they were off the walls. It's like I don't know. I don't know how you do it.
Hey, I got some Hoosier fans in the chat. Felix and Rob, they love it. So awesome. And you know what I saw around the same time as Hoosiers that I also would have said this movie is close to a 10 for me. And I still say it. And I don't care what anybody thinks. It's for me. Came out the same year, 1986.
Above the Rim with Tupac?
That came out in 94.
Oh.
Iron Eagle.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I watched Hoosiers and Iron Eagle on the same night with my family in 1986.
Oh, wow.
Or at maybe 87.
Two completely different kind of movies.
Yep. So good stuff there. Well, thank you, Debbie, very much for thinking of me and my teaching. I wish my students were that excited, but they're not. Scott Westbrook with a $10 super chat, or he sends in a super sticker.
It is thank you.
It's the pigeon saying thank you. Thank you, Scott. Thank you very much, my friend. We love you guys. That is awesome. Got a quick little thank you video for all of these super chats that you guys have sent in. Michael Thomas, Ted's Nerd World, Veritech, Warsey, Debbie Young, Veritech, Felix Kiros, Darth Maul's Lower Half, Various Crazy People, Chad Admiral Thrawn, Debbie Young, Scott Westbrook, and we got another one just now from Shogun Ordo. What is correct that the students in the cave at the end of Project Hail Mary weren't wearing spacesuits like they had acclimated to Grace's human air? I don't know. Was it correct?
They were behind a barrier. He was talking to them. There was a big barrier in front, and they were all behind.
That moment happened so fast, I couldn't catch it.
Yeah, they were behind a barrier, so they could all be hopping around, and he was inside the.
Right.
Gotcha. He was in the hamster ball.
Good catch.
Hey, that was one hell of a hamster ball. I wouldn't have minded it.
And that's a good question, Shogun Order. That's I get it. All right. So thank you guys. And we are your Echo Base Network, and this is for you. Venger sends in a $4.99 super chat. Has anyone seen the video of Ryan Gosling interacting with the Sesame Street Yip Yip aliens? It's quite funny. I have not seen that.
I have not seen that.
I don't think I have.
Can one of you guys, Risman, can you pull that up?
I'm sure I can.
Let's see. Let's take a look at that and see what's going on.
Yeah, I have not seen that.
Me either.
So have you talked to your the rest of your family that hasn't seen Project Hail Mary, Coach, about going and seeing it?
My wife says she's going to wait and watch it at home.
Okay.
And my youngest daughter said she will watch it with my wife at home. Okay. They want to see it, but she had a headache. She was going to go to the movie. She had a headache that day, and the movie we were going to was in the Big D theater.
Oh yeah.
And it is significantly louder, and she does not. She doesn't like the Big D, y'all. Anyways,
good thing she's got you, huh?
The This is true. But that's why she didn't go. And my daughter was going to go with me and my other daughter, but she was asleep. And when I went to wake her up, she was like, "I'm staying here. I don't feel like it." All right, we ready to do this?
I think so. I think this is the one. It is
Gotta
funny.
be.
You ready?
Yep.
Yep. Uh-huh. Boom. Yep.
What's he doing to that guy's butt?
Oh, he's controlling the
He's
one of the
controlling
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, too bad Ryan Gosling's going from this masterpiece movie to frickin' Star Wars Starfighter.
Dude,
I
we
think-
don't know, man. Like, so I thought about that. I'm like, dude makes good movies. Could
Yeah.
this actually be a good movie? I don't know. I don't know. No idea. And I don't know that either. I think they were just having some fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great question, DJ. I don't know. But
well, also I don't know when it'll come out, but it was just announced today that Ryan Gosling is going to be he's going to be the lead in the next movie from the guys who did Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Skynyrd. So this was just announced. So, I think Gosling being in Starfighter is certainly not going to hurt it. I still have confidence that Starfighter is going to surprise us just because of Jonathan Tropper and Sean Levy and Gosling. And then we've got a few other ones in there, right? The Game of Thrones guy is or House of the Dragon guy, what's his name, is the villain. And there's some big stars in the movie. So if they nail the story and they don't ray us at all, it really could be a pleasant surprise.
Matt Smith.
Matt Smith, there you go. So who knows?
Yeah. I felt that right there, Brooke and Cal, after watching that movie. But, and DJ, that's a great thing. Like, I was literally just thinking that a second ago. The next movie that I have to look forward to is He-Man.
It's in June.
Now, they played The Mandalorian and Grogu. They played the He-Man trailer. Gosh, what else did that? I can't even remember.
Supergirl.
They didn't play that for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they played it in mine. Yeah, I was like, ugh.
But my daughter and I ranked the trailers.
Mm.
What do we want to see more than anything? And for me, it was He-Man. I'm sorry. It was Dune 3. Then
of course.
was He-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, in Mandalorian and Grogu somewhere after all that.
I mean, I'm kind of excited for Super Mario Galaxy, right?
I was actually just getting ready to say I'm more interested.
They did play that.
I'm more excited to see that movie than Mando and Grogu.
And I mean, it might be a safe bet that that's going to be a better movie. We just don't know right now. But I think we have a pretty good idea,
Yeah.
So this hit the news. Everybody kind of talked about it. We have not. So OpenAI is shutting down. They shut down Sora. Sora was the program being used by people on their phones to create short 8-second AI video clips. And we know that Disney had an agreement with Sora. They were going to invest in that company and they were going to start using Disney characters in their clips. And the article said something interesting. It pledged to invest $1 billion in the company and agreed to license some of its characters for Sora. OpenAI, however, is not getting out of the AI video business, but it appears the standalone Sora app will be a casualty of its evolving ambitions. As the AI field advances, we respect OpenAI's decision to exit the video generation business and to shift its priorities elsewhere, a Disney spokesperson said. Don't even have their name, a Disney spokesperson. So it doesn't even matter. And here's this sentence. Like, I had to read this like 4 times because they're so good at saying nothing, making something sound nice, but you really said nothing. They said, oh, shoot. It does not like this site. We appreciate the constructive collaboration between our teams and what we learned from it, and we will continue to engage with AI platforms. Here you go. To find new ways to meet fans where they are while responsibly embracing new technologies that respect IP and the rights of creators. What? What does that even mean? Embracing new technologies that respect IP and the rights of creators. Continue to engage with AI platforms to find new ways to meet fans where they are.
Well, remember this.
How can you do all that?
This was their way to legally allow, fans, if you will, to use in AI some subset of the Star Wars, characters. Even though we weren't never really clear, was it just nameless, faceless characters? Was it, you know what I mean? Was it everybody and all that? And then ostensibly, take that and pump it out somewhere on Disney Plus or in the platform. It's the reason why the words make even less sense here is nobody ever figured out what in the hell they were going to do with it in the first place.
No, but it does make me think with if Disney really does have the point of view of this spokesperson, this unnamed source, they don't like AI. They don't like AI fan films. It's almost like they're taking a shot at them right here. You're not doing it responsibly, legally. You're not respecting the IP and the rights of creators if you're using any program that we don't embrace. It's going to be interesting. This is not the end of this. We're going to see more of this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Nick.
From what I read, looking into this, because I saw this yesterday, but from my understanding, they're kind of pivoting away from the whole Sora and consumer app where people can make videos and focusing more on like enterprise coding tools and robotics. That do like physical tasks and stuff. But the biggest thing from what I read was the profitability wall. So apparently it costs Sora $15 million per day to operate.
Yeah.
With a single 10-second clip, I think it was costing them I think it was like $1.30 to generate. So basically the operational expenses for them made it unsustainable. Even with the partnership with Disney. So it's so expensive to generate all that stuff. I mean, hell, Coach, you've seen the cost of RAM and graphics cards costs go up over the last 5 years, extremely high. It's ridiculous what they're charging for that stuff these days. And
the cost of RAM has exploded in 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's 4 times more expensive than it was.
Yeah, and that's mainly because of all the AI stuff going on out there. So
I mean, RAM is as expensive in many cases as video cards.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because the RAM prices now are kind of like how expensive RAM was when computers first went mainstream, right? I remember back when you're buying Sims and DIMMs and sticking them in 386s and all that. RAM was insanely expensive.
Yeah.
Back then and now,
and it got cheaper over time, and now it's getting more expensive.
and because it takes such a large processing footprint, right, to generate all these AI things, by the time you stitch together that many servers with all that cumulative, processing power and all that, it isn't feasible, right? In regards to, you need many people giving many billions of dollars to really make that.
It's not just RAM too. The cost of SSDs exploded.
Yes.
They're really
all of it.
expensive too. Mm-hmm.
Not to mention how much power costs now, right? Just to power thing to operate such a plant like that, the power draws and everything. It's all very, very. That's why Elon wants to put data centers in space, right? I mean, it's as silly as that sounds, we're going to for all mankind this problem before it's over. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, up next we have a clip from CBS Mornings from an auction. It's not. Are we playing this entire video?
yeah, it's just a few minutes. It's there's interesting. They're just highlighting the memorabilia that they were, or the collections that they were.
So don't want
auctioning
to.
off.
Yeah, we're not going to share what you're about to see. So here it is, and wait till you see what was auctioned.
Hey, stop! Little girl, stop! Look, I need to borrow your hoverboard. Where is he?
Back to the Future Part 2 seemed to promise that hoverboards would be available to us by 2050.
I liked Back to the Future 2 as a kid more than the original, but not anymore.
Yeah, same.
Yes, that was the futuristic year that movie was set in. Makes me feel very old right now. Now, the hoverboard never became a household item, but now you can own one that's signed by the cast of that time travel classic. It's just one of hundreds of pieces of movie history available at the semi-annual Propstore Entertainment.
I see a Predator,
auction.
Nick.
I was getting ready to say, is that a Predator costume?
Jaws isn't just an iconic film. It
Are they auctioning off some of that chum?
virtually created the summer blockbuster genre more than 50 years ago.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Now, a rare
Y'all know he ad-libbed that?
Yeah.
catch. One fan will be able to reel in the fishing rod seen
Wow.
in pivotal scenes like this.
What? Get behind me.
Or the actual spear gun Robert Shaw used to shoot a certain famous fearsome great white.
For me, that is one of the most exciting pieces from Jaws that I've ever seen.
Brandon Allinger is chief
helmet
operating
is that
officer of
behind him?
Propstore, which will be auctioning off thousands of pieces of Hollywood memorabilia next week.
Arguably,
Was that an
the
Ewok?
best piece.
Yeah.
of
Baby
still in
Ewok.
existence from
Yeah.
Jaws. It's really something special.
How much detective work do you do?
Look, there's
know
the
that.
Star
You
Trek
know,
costume.
A lot of detective work. We got the laptop out. We had the 4K screen captures, and we compared the physical unit that's in our hands to what we're seeing on screen. And we just mapped every bit of it. You know, you see a little wiggle in the wood grain here, a little scratch there, and it was just undeniable.
And undeniably valuable. Its pre-auction estimate is $250,000 to $500,000.
Can you imagine spending that
God.
money on the spear gun used in Jaws?
Crazy.
Yeah.
No. You know how many
Tom-
cars you could buy with that, Nick?
Tom from Midnight's Edge would probably buy that
You could
if
buy
he had the money.
8 awesome cars.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A slightly less expensive piece of Jaws, a shark tooth clapper slate bearing the movie's name and that of director Steven Spielberg.
Well, the pre-sale estimate on the Jaws clapperboard is $60,000 to $120,000.
What?
Yeah,
It's a steal.
That's the estimate. It will be determined by the bidders. How high are they willing to go for it?
Well, of
Buy a
course it
car,
will
buy
be.
a clapperboard.
Organizers expect collectors to spend around $9 million on this auction alone. Other
Murtaugh.
big ticket items, a helmet Russell Crowe wore in a pivotal fight scene in the mega hit Gladiator.
That's a badass helmet.
My name is Gladiator.
A prop he gifted to an Australian rugby star, estimated value up to $250,000. A wall-sized model of an F-14 used in
Oh,
the pivotal
that's
Top Gun
badass.
scene where Maverick and Goose have to eject is set to go for at least $50,000. And a
I'd buy it for
truly
50.
iconic movie prop,
Hey, you got it! You got the last golden ticket!
one of the few remaining golden tickets from the original 1971 Gene Wilder Willy
That came out in 71.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Wow.
Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
This one, we can see it's in a very clean state. It came directly from someone who worked on the movie.
A golden ticket that could sell for a pile of gold. Pre-auction estimate up to $180,000.
Wait for me.
Here we go.
Stop.
Typical.
Another item likely to go for the cost of a house, a C-3PO head.
You want to guess? Not you, Resman. Nick, how much do you think C-3PO's head will go for? Screen release C-3PO head.
If it's from the original Star Wars movie,
It's from Empire. It's from Empire.
oh, it's from Empire. I'm gonna say 1.2 million.
I'm going to say 700,000.
Actor Anthony Daniels wore during the filming of Empire Strikes Back. It's belonged to the family of a crew member since filming wrapped nearly half a century ago. And decades later, the light-up eyes still work.
He actually saw out of these tiny little holes that are like the diameter of a pencil. So you undo this, and then you undo these neck bolts, and then it separates here. So it's like a two-part thing that he gets clamshelled into, essentially.
But there's one very special prop in this auction that's gone viral.
Oh, we never did say how much.
They didn't even say how much they think it's going to
He
go
said the
for.
cost of a house, but you don't know which house.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, my house or, you know.
Yeah. Or a mega mansion.
Of some
Yeah.
jokes.
I'm just a curious little rhino.
That 12-foot rhino from this classic Jim Carrey moment in Ace Ventura's sequel, When Nature Calls, is coming to auction.
That's the rhino where he comes out of its butt.
Yeah.
The Planet Hollywood collection, they had it probably since the film was made.
But this is where that scene where Jim Carrey
That's right.
comes out.
It is, yes, cut to clip.
The mother rhino is giving birth.
It is extremely memorable.
A back end from a Hollywood back lot.
That is
could be
hilarious,
perfect
dude.
for someone's backyard. For CBS Saturday Morning, I'm Chris Van Cleve in Valencia, California.
So Darth Maul's
Put that in
lower
my
half
backyard
looked
for
it up, and the
barbecue.
3PO head apparently is 300,000. Top 10 expected for
Oh, wow.
That's it?
300,000.
Wow,
that's
I was
a
way
lot
off.
cheaper than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot cheaper than I thought.
Anyway, I just thought that was an interesting collection of stuff they had at their prop store.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about what we see here, Rishman. It is Ryan Gosling teases this Star Wars Starfighter scene as one of the most fun of his career. What
Oh,
are
it
we
was just
talking about?
Maul was guessing, by the way. That wasn't confirmed. He was just guessing.
Oh, okay.
So this one here, he let slip that, and then I guess he just doubled down on it, right? He let slip that one of the best times he had was working with practical puppets on this, in this movie, and in this here, he said he was very vague about it, obviously, but he said, I really had a good time with this. These were going to be background characters, and I got a chance to go to the shop where they were, making these puppets or whatever. And he said, no, we need to do something, with this one or whatever. And so they worked in a way in the movie for him to interact with one of whatever these are. And so he's just mentioning it because on one other interview, he just said, oh, I got to work with an alien or whatever. And here he went into a little bit more detail. Right. And of course, he couldn't give any more specifics about it. So I guess in this movie, again, they're going back down to basics a little bit and at least having some practical effects. And I guess we'll see what it is when the movie comes out.
Yeah, we sure will. Maybe it'll be good. We will see. And we start at 7:00 on the dot every Thursday night. Yep. Our pre-show is 10 minutes long. It starts at 6:50, so it gives people 10 minutes to get in here, enjoy the pre-show, see your name on the scroll for our members, and we're live at the top of the hour. So good to see you, bro.
So Nick, you were closer. It's sold. So the auction has happened now. It's sold for more than $1 million.
Oh, okay.
The 3PO head.
The 3PO head. It's sold for $1,058,400.
Okay, so I wasn't too far off. I said 1.2.
And it was originally estimated to sell between 350 and 700,000. So it went considerably above what they had forecast.
It's all relative, but I don't think if I had a billion, what I'm saying? I don't think if I had that much, I would pay $1 million for a C-3PO head.
Oh, I could think of a million other things I would do with the $1 million and buy a C-3PO head. I own this.
And we love freaking Star Wars.
You can see part of him here. I own a C-3PO head already. It
Yeah.
costs $100, right?
Yeah,
I'm good.
$100.
I'm good.
Hey, be nice to each other. Be nice to each other. This is not 6th period, okay? Okay.
Are those your students?
Yeah.
I'll ban a bitch. You know I will.
Hey, easy. Oh my gosh. You are going to get me in trouble. All right. Let's see. Yeah, he will hit you with that ban hammer. All right. First clip from Maul? No. This is everything's all jumbled up now. So here you go, Nick. Here's a headline for you. You ready? I'm just gonna let you read it and respond. You ready?
All right. Yep. Star Wars sequels will eventually become as beloved as prequels in 10 years' time, says man behind BB-8. Hell no.
What a terrible thought.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this right now. When the prequels came out, there was a lot of people that really loved those movies. There was some people that were like, and at the time I was like, it took me a while. Once it finished, I was like, I don't really like these as much as the OT. But I didn't hate them. I hate those sequel movies, and there's way more people that hate those sequels movies than hate the prequels. In the sequels, and watching some of Clone Wars gave me an appreciation for the prequels. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the prequels, I have more of an appreciation for them now. I'll never have that kind of appreciation for the sequel films, and I don't think a lot of other people will either. So this guy is off his rocker and doesn't know what he's talking about.
Definitely, there's a huge disconnect between his opinion and reality.
Yeah.
Majority of Star Wars fans hate the sequels.
Yep. Which
that's a fact.
Yeah. What year did Force Awakens come out? 2016. 15. All right, so it's over 10 years right now. I don't know if he means
It's
10
about
more years from
it is
now.
over 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't think we got a 10-year anniversary, did we?
Nope. Well, we were supposed to, but they didn't really do anything for it. So
wonder why.
Yeah.
Well, 10 more years. I think he means 20 years, right? Give it another 10 years.
Ugh.
Yeah. 10 years, people still hate those movies.
Listen, this is the guy that operated BB-8. What are you expecting him to say? Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. This is kind of what you would expect. So this is kind of like Leslie Headland saying, "My show is great. People will love it over time." I'm proud of it. Whatever. So, all right, we got a little Maul action here. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to hear this. I might not even be able to play it.
Well, and you might not want to play it, right? Because the whole gist of this article is, they're in a battle or whatever, and the police are telling it's Rook Cast and a couple of Zabraks and all this, and they're saying, stand down or whatever, and Maul appears, at the top of the ramp to come down, and they play Duel of the Fates, right? So we saw it in the trailer, and apparently
Definitely don't want to play that.
The music, no, you don't want to play it now. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And they start playing Duel of the Fates while he comes down the ramp and whips out the lightsaber and starts just about to go to town on these local cops. So apparently we can use Duel of the Fates for a Maul show, right? We can't use it anywhere. You know what I mean? We can't use it anywhere else, but because it's Maul,
that
and
doesn't even fit.
remember,
He's fighting officers and they're playing that
like local cops. He's coming down, and Duel of the Fates is playing when he makes his appearance.
Stupid.
This feels like Star Wars. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Remember Duel of the Fates and Maul, and now here it is. He's back. Duel of the Fates. So
oh my goodness gracious. Trucker Mark. Big $50 super chat. $50 everybody. Thank you, Trucker Mark. He says, I really like these fan films on YouTube in the Star Wars galaxy, but I don't really like the dialogue. They really need to work on the writing. They are starting to sound like the media with just hitting the talking points, nothing new. I will say, Nick and I have talked about this.
Yeah.
I agree there's too much dialogue. The word is verbose. They're using way too many words. And I think one of the reasons why that they're using so many words is because they're so limited on the action sequences that they can do.
Yeah.
So they have to really be exceptional writers to be able to give you an 8 to 12 minute long film and not have a whole lot of dialogue. Well, a lot of these guys are not exceptional writers. So we're getting conversation like the last one that we watched. And I'm not trying to talk bad about the AI content creators. I think they're doing fabulous. We enjoy watching them. They've been great for our channel. I consider some of those content creators friends of our channel, and we want to support them any way that we can. But some of them, like the last one that we watched, Nick, that conversation between Lando and the cook, it was 3 minutes long, dude.
Too long.
Why are you? That should have taken 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I want to eat the poison.
I don't want to hear anybody talk for 3 minutes.
I wanted to eat the poison food before that was over. I was like, get me out, get me out of here.
Yeah. Now, a lot of the scenery and a lot of the look of that was great.
Yes.
Great. But a lot of the dialogue was wonky and too long. And the thing is, the thing about constructive criticism, which is what we're giving here, we're not hating.
Some of them don't like constructive criticism, by the way. I'm not going to say who they are, but some of them get really offended if you critique. Bro, you made art. Everybody that views it should have the ability to critique it.
Yeah,
I've seen the comments, Coach. I know.
Yeah. You know how many people constructively criticized our sequel trilogy documentary? A ton. And we didn't take offense to it.
Well, most people, to be fair, loved it. But go ahead.
Yeah. But the point is, we give constructive criticism because we do support these content creators and we want it to be better. And the thing is, if we're just sitting here going, it's the same thing when we talk about Disney Star Wars. It's like, this sucks. Do it different. If you're not telling them and giving that kind of feedback, what's the point? They're just going to keep doing the same thing. And if enough people are saying the same thing, maybe those creators will be like, hey, maybe they have a point here. Maybe I need to change this dialogue. Maybe I need to shorten this up. I've been seeing a lot of people saying the same thing. I agree with what Trucker Mark's saying here. And I wish they would kind of tone that down and bring it back a little bit. But again, AI is still in its infancy. And it'll get better. I'm sure the dialogue stuff and all that will get better over time as the technology keeps getting better and better.
Well, and also, if I'd have to hazard a guess, Nick, I think some of the verbosity in the dialogue might be for some of the creations that rely a little more heavily on AI to generate the dialogue. Whereas I think some of the other ones that are a little tighter and more focused on the visuals, they're doing a lot of that scripting either primarily themselves or through a lot of refinement with prompting, you know what I mean? And so they cut it down to something that feels a little bit more natural because there is more real authorship in you know what I mean? It runs the gamut in some of these ones that we've been looking at.
Just want to say real quick, thank you to all 101 people who are here right now and to all the people who have super chatted. Trucker Mark with the big $50 super chat. We've also had Venger, Shogun Orta, Scott Westbrook, Debbie Young, Chad Admiral Thrawn, various crazy people, Darth Maul's lower half, Felix Kiros, Veritech 2000, Debbie Young, Warasy, Veritech 2000, Ted's Nerd World, and Michael Thomas. So, guys, you guys have been very active and very supportive tonight, and we greatly appreciate that. It's awesome. And thank you, last but not least, to Trucker Mark for that big $50 super chat. All right, so up next, Project Hail Mary. This is like retribution, is it not, for Lord and Miller? Fired from by Disney, by LucasArts or Lucasfilm, sorry, were going to do their own Star Wars trilogy at one point, and they get shown the door, and it was embarrassing for them. And they're asked in this interview, so what are you thinking about a return to Star Wars? And they're like, no way, no, never. They laughed. They literally laughed and said, that's what it is right now. These guys laughed, and they're in a position where they can laugh with the success that they're having right now with Project Hail Mary. Let's see. They say, what did they say? Where is it? We're on a mission to try to always find the most original thing we can get out. We can get out there. That was their answer. That's their direction, and that's all that they're doing. They laughed and they're like, never will I ever go back to Star Wars. And who can blame them, right? You actually mentioned them earlier in the show today, Nick.
Yeah. No, whatever it was that Kathleen Kennedy saw with her creative genius brain that she has to fire them off of that project, and then bring in who was it that they brought in?
Well, they brought Ron Howard to show up.
Yeah, Ron
eventually.
Howard. Yeah, when they brought in
right.
Ron Howard, who didn't even want to make the movie. The only reason I don't know how many people out there know this, the only reason they even did, he agreed to even do that is because they were going to give his studio $3 or $30 million or something, that they were going to give his studio that he was starting up a shit ton of money, basically. And that's why he went ahead and agreed to do it. He didn't care anything about that. He was just trying to get it out. He was getting money for his studio, and that's all he cared about.
He came in to package it up, put the Band-Aids on, and get it released.
Yep.
Well,
Tucker Mark with a $2 super chat. May the force be with you always. Thank you, brother. We appreciate that very much.
And don't forget, before we even got to Hail Mary, Lord and Miller are responsible for Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse and Lego movies, and but they did okay with those Spider-Verse things right on the heels of whatever happened with with the Solo business. And there are some people out there, by the way, that say maybe it's not a bad thing that the Solo movie got canned because the script was might have been a little weird. Right. So I don't know what it is or isn't. I haven't read the script right. But all I'm saying is, Lord and Miller are better off for it. And I can't blame them for not wanting to go back. I think they just continue on with what they're doing and it'll be great.
Yeah. We stream until the show ends. Sometimes it's an hour. Sometimes it's 2.5 hours. Sometimes it's 12 hours.
12 hours. It's not going to be 12 hours today, I can tell you.
It's not going to be 12 hours a day.
No, we haven't done a 12-hour stream in years.
But we have done them.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
My butt could not take it today.
Yeah.
Like
we've done
I'm
6.
already hurting. My butt is hurting right now, sitting in this chair. Matter of fact.
Yeah. I typically stand up at my desk.
Well, the good news, Nick, is when you're back home, you can get back on that treadmill on stream.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Coach got very, very short there for a second.
Oh, yes. Oh, stretch. Okay. Much better. Let me lower this a little bit. Ooh. There we go. Now look, I'm walking like Nick.
There you go. That's exactly, you're doing the Nick. You're doing the Nick.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So up next, everybody, something Nick knows nothing about. For All Mankind, season 5. Season 5 is.
I'm gonna go refill my drink. You guys.
Okay.
Talk
Season
about
5 is about to come out
tomorrow.
And is it tomorrow?
It's tomorrow.
We get 2 episodes or 1?
I think just 1.
Dang. Okay. All right. Well, I'm watching it tomorrow. 100%. I need to watch one of those like what I can't remember the name of the channel. Like Mojo. Watch Mojo. Like here's everything you need to know about For All Mankind to catch you up.
You can go to the Apple go to the Apple TV YouTube channel, and they've done it. They've got a couple of videos out there that say, here's the best things to remember from seasons 1 through 4, etc., and so on. So there's some stuff out there.
My chair is fine. It's my old body. The chair makes no difference, I promise. I look. I sit on 2 pads. 2. And still hurts. Anyways. Okay. It's called getting old. So, are you kind of sad that season 5 it's about to drop and we got the news season 6 is the end?
I'm happy and sad at the same time. I'm happy because the spinoff is starting. After season 5 ends, the spinoff Star City sort of starts again with the story from the Russians' point of view. That's literally it premieres on the same day that this ends. But I'm happy because, and so I'm sad, obviously, that For All Mankind will be ending. But I'm happy because they've said that they were able to bring the story to the conclusion they had planned from the very beginning. So they have stuck primarily to the outline for this show across 6 seasons, and they're thrilled beyond words to be able to conclude, because what they wanted to do is bring the story into our present day timeline at the end to sort of show, here's what present day could have looked like, if we were on this same trajectory. And they were always afraid if they couldn't get enough seasons, they wouldn't ever get there. And now they can. So, and I think it'll come out much more quickly, right? I don't think they'll make us wait so many years. It seems like we've been waiting many years for them to put out season 5, and I think season 6 will come relatively quickly, afterwards. So
I hope so.
I'm excited. I've missed the show.
It feels like we've waited an eternity for season 5.
Yes.
I'm so tired of that, man. Like every show that you like, it takes it except for The Pit. The Pit got right into it, and here it is. Season 2's already here. Yeah. Everything else, it's like, man, does half a decade have to pass before we get the next season?
Yeah.
That's just where we are. Zombie Box Reviews with a £5 super chat. Can't stay. I wanted to drop by and say hi before I go to bed. Good night, Nick, Matt, and of course, my favorite cherub-looking angel. Ban him. Why mods. You are a mod.
They are, yeah.
Ban yourself, Zombie Box, for 50 months. You were banned.
You know why? Because cherubs have the big cheeks.
I know why.
Oh, okay.
Get rid of you two. 50 months. Golly. I'm not going to take this.
Just making sure we knew why,
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
Pleasure.
All right. So, For All Mankind, see you, bro. For All Mankind, dropping tomorrow. I'm excited.
Me too.
So,
I hope it's amaze. I hope so.
Me too. Yeah. Not Rocky hates season 5.
Yeah.
All right. So, where is Nick?
Oh boy.
We need Nick in here for this last one. You will get banned too. You will get.
I already said it. I already said it.
You will get banned for saying anything about my cheeks. That is out of bounds. I do not have chipmunk cheeks.
Listen, it could have been worse, Coast. I could have put the Harry Potter business on here too. I figured
everybody else is talking about that. We don't even need to.
Yeah.
Is the color of Snape's skin germane to the character? I don't know. I've never read a Harry Potter book. I've read the Lord of the Rings books.
It's germane just because of what happens in the story and how he's treated, and it is actually germane, and it's not a great idea unless they change that part of the story, right? Because the character basically gets lynched in the original source material.
So, to what degree do movies need to honor the original source material? I think it's just up for interpretation.
Well, that's because you're not a purist, Coach.
I mean, if you want to get technical, the Lord of the Rings trilogy wasn't purely by the books. I mean, they left a
course.
lot out and changed
The
a lot.
original Star Wars trilogy is not by the books. The original novelizations by Alan Dean Foster are not the same as the movies.
No.
So what are we talking about? You know what I mean? So for all those purists out there, hang on a second. The original novelizations of Star Wars isn't exactly like the movies. So I don't know. It's interesting for sure. People are saying that Project Hail Mary is close to the book. I have no idea.
I've not read the book.
But watching the film, and I'm okay with a creative taking some liberties and changing some. Like, people were upset when Lord of the Rings first came out about Tom Bombadil not being in it. I mean,
well, you heard they're changing that, right, Coach? You saw that story?
Well, that was the one he was bringing up when we got off on a Harry Potter tangent, but that was the story that was up. We were waiting for you to come back.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
So your savior, Stephen Colbert, is writing a new Lord of the Rings movie.
They couldn't have found a worse person.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
How many movies has he written?
Well, but let us be clear though. He's not writing. He's not writing it all by his lonesome, right? He pitched an idea, and they've brought in the actual screenwriter of the Lord of the Rings movies to write the thing.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there is more to this story, and apparently Stephen Colbert is a Tolkien scholar, right? I mean, it's not that they putting aside what we do or don't like about Stephen Colbert, the person.
Better put it
right, and
aside.
what you know what I mean, putting and focusing on what his credentials might be for Tolkien. Apparently, he has credentials, right? And he pitched it to, it's not like he just came in and he's all by himself, right? I mean, everyone, Peter Jackson's involved, the original writers involved, everyone you would want to be involved is involved. Of course, his son has no real cred, right? I mean, his son's just along for the ride. I'm not saying the movie's going to be good, by the way. I haven't the faintest idea, right? But he does have an idea for a sequel, and I guess Warner Brothers agrees.
And isn't it actually? Is it a sequel or is it a prequel to Lord of the Rings?
It's a sequel.
Trilogy?
It's a sequel set in the future. After everyone sails away into the sunset, what happens? Right? What happens to the people who are left behind, and how do they retrace steps, and what do they figure out, and what do they find?
You talk about an ending that was too long. Return of the King, the ending was literally 10 to 15 minutes too long.
Yeah, definitely.
You agree?
100%.
I remember watching the theater with you for the first time on opening night, and I'm like, bro, I thought the movie just ended. It's still going.
It ended many times.
It
right?
did over and over again. You talking about too verbose. Like they tried to tie up all the loose ends, and it was too much, man.
So I wonder if they're going to do
the movie.
I wonder if they're going to do the scoring of the Shire in this at all. With Sharky.
I would think that they would, but they got some problems because Saruman goes to the Shire.
Yeah.
They're fighting. We never got anywhere near any of that in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So I don't know. Who knows?
To me, I think this, again, putting aside what we do or don't like about Stephen Colbert, the person, if he's a Tolkien lorist, or even maybe a purist, Coach, but I mean, he's sticking to source material and
boy, what a terrible thing to call somebody.
I know, but doing things that is true to that, who cares who he is? You know what I mean? This is one of those things for me where, again, I don't particularly care for the guy personally. I mean, not that I've ever met him, right? But there are things about him that I definitely don't like. If he knows his stuff,
I had no clue he was like a Tolkien like scholar.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just a passing thing for him. I mean, he's into it.
I mean, that's great, but I hope that he can make a Lord of the Rings movie and not politicize it like he does everything else.
Yeah, that's my only thing is if he tries to stick the message
Yeah, let's make a
into the
Lord of the Rings
movie.
movie, not a What's Happening in America Today movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And Christopher Lee's dead, so but when Sharky comes for the to the Shire, I don't think it's the same. I think he portrays himself as somebody different, but it's actually Saruman, from my understanding. Is that right?
You know more about it than I do. I'm not. I certainly not into it.
Yeah. Somebody in chat might be able to.
Wow. Wow, that's a good one though. That's a really good one.
Oh, wow.
Somebody learned their history though, coach. You did something right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm guessing you don't wear a hat in class.
No. No. But if they would let me, I would wear a hat. You know I would. I wear it all that. Like, it's weird that I'm not wearing one tonight on the stream, but I just, I wasn't feeling it.
You know what you should get is one of those red light therapy hats. I heard that. Seriously, I heard that. I heard that actually helps people grow their hair back.
You're gonna get a hell of a lot of red. Better be a big red light, Nick.
I'm gonna be red like Risman's background.
I mean, it goes to right above your eyebrows and covers your whole head. So,
that would be a nice one then.
Yeah, yeah, and you only do it for I think like twice a day for 15 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I don't care.
Yeah,
like I will shave it off. It does not matter to me.
You're preaching the choir on this one, Sonny boy.
Yes,
I
sir.
gave up in college.
Yeah.
So Risman, if you let your hair grow, are you like patches, or are you like Picard?
More like Picard now.
Okay.
More like Picard now, yeah. And it's all gray. What comes, and you can't really see on the camera, but it's actually a little long now. What comes, they call it a gray low. It comes around here, and it's just all gray.
I've got some pictures of him. Do you want me to pull them up?
Pictures of who?
You, when you had hair.
No, we're good.
Okay, I won't.
We're good.
But I got them. Oh my goodness.
Those pictures are old.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Yeah, I've noticed my hair getting thinner, but it's not started receding.
Your hair got thin.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, your hair got gray.
Yeah.
My hair got thin. Now I am starting to get gray on the sides. I'm going to be looking like a skunk in the very near future. It's getting gray fast on the sides.
Well, the side's the only thing that grows.
Mine started turning gray. I started getting gray hairs in my early 30s.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe for a red light therapy hat for Coach.
Oh my goodness.
You can probably get it on his insurance. They were advertising it in my work today. I can get it on my insurance. It's funny you bring it up.
Oh wow.
Debbie Young with a $4.99 super chat. Dan Brown's Da Vinci Code was 95% accurate to the book, but his last one, Inferno, changed the entire ending of the book. It was terrible. Debbie saying something was terrible? That's almost as rare as Nick saying something was great.
I know.
Yeah.
They're normally like opposites.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Debbie, thank you so much for that $4.99 super chat. I enjoyed the Da Vinci Code. Been a long time since I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, we have reached the end of our agenda. Like, we made it.
The jumbled agenda.
The jumbled agenda. Everybody, look, I get it. I put Ryan Gosling's image as Grace on the thumbnail, and Project Hail Mary is mentioned, and that's what everybody's talking about and hyped about. So one more time, if you've not seen Project Hail Mary in the movie theater, it just came out this past week, you got to go see it. You don't want to miss this opportunity. It is awesome.
Yeah, and one other thing of good news that I was actually gonna add to the agenda, but I didn't even think about it till the stream started. Starfleet Academy officially canceled. Shortly after the first season ends, it got the axe. And apparently Alex Kurtzman and Bad Robot are out of doing Star Trek stuff, and Paramount's going to start moving in a different direction.
And any other direction no direction at this point, I think, would be just fine.
Yeah.
I have not watched it and don't ever plan to.
Nope.
Well, you can wait until season 2 comes out, Coach, and then you can binge them both together.
Yeah. So it was supposed to be a 4-season show for starting at their freshman year, ending at their senior year, and they're going to end up ending the show at their sophomore year because Kurtzman got a 2-season.
2-season pickup,
and so and the second season just finished. So, and it's already canceled.
If I'm going to watch any Star Trek, I'm going to rewatch Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine. That's where it's at.
Huh?
Deep Space Nine.
Whatever.
Well, as someone who watched the whole first season of Starfleet Academy, I can say they never went to class. I don't know what they teach there. The kids never went to class. It was the strangest. It was the strangest show about a academy where no one ever studied anything. I don't even know what it was about.
What are we talking about, Matthew? Coach, a lot of us have seen clips and it's just bad. Oh, I got it. Talking about Starfleet Academy.
Oh yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
I've not. I agree. I've seen clips and I've seen the images and I've seen Nerdrotic cover it. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there at all.
Yeah. I quit watching Kurtzman Trek after the second episode of what was it? What was the first show he did where they
Discovery.
had Star Trek Discovery. When they first started that, I was like, "Ooh, new Star Trek show!" Like I was pumped and excited. After that second episode, I was like, "I don't know what this is. This is not Star Trek."
That's how I felt about the Lord of the Rings on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
I gave up. You know me, I never give up. I gave up.
Yeah.
Gave up on it.
I watched the first 2 and I was like, I'm done.
Gave up. Yeah. When I couldn't figure out if the guy was supposed to be Gandalf or whatever, I'm like, why am I watching this? It just wasn't worth it.
No.
So forget it.
Definitely not. Guys, it has been an amazing stream. We got 120 people here. We got even more people coming in later on in the show. So we have had a really good one. We went through all kinds of things. So if you just got here late, go back and watch some of the things that you missed. That's going to do it for us. Nick and I will be making a video tomorrow, and we'll probably be getting a members-only video out as well. So members, be looking for that.
Yeah. It's going to be a funny video tomorrow, a funny one.
Yeah. Nick's got something special lined up as an actual video release. So,
no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We'll
see. Hey, when Nick says something funny, he's usually right.
Yeah.
So
listen, they're called deleted scenes for a reason, right, Nick? We don't want to see those things.
These would have been deleted.
It's Star Wars related and it's freaking hilarious.
Very good. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. As we always say here, you are Echo Based Network. Thank you, Rissman. Thank you, Nick. Chat, everybody that didn't say anything about my hair or my cheeks, you are appreciated. And everybody else, you are banned for 6 months. We will see you guys on the next one.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Everyone.
video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.